Hello and welcome to another very interesting and very important topic nowadays. Almost every student is looking for that how to design a synopsis, how to write a synopsis, what important points are supposed to be looked for before writing up or before selecting a specific topic, before selecting something that is very much in nowadays, and that is useful for the community, for the society. You have to design the topic accordingly. So I'm here, your professor Dr. Moina Moghal from Dr. M.phil Institute of Chemistry, University of St. Jamshoro. So I thought that this is something very interesting, and mostly majority of the students are coming up to me as I'm one of the most senior professors there. So they are coming to get the knowledge so that how to write a synopsis, how to select a particular topic for their research proposal. They are very much concerned. I find them very much concerned. So I thought that I must make a short video maybe on something that will help them in achieving their goals, in achieving or in selecting a nice topic for their research proposal, and that would help them out in selecting something really useful, and that will really give them the fruit of all the hard work they will do after selecting that topic. So I'll start with that in a minute. So as I was just telling you about the selection of this topic, or of course the selection of the topic that would help you out in selecting a proper innovative work, innovative something new, right? So this video could be helpful to all of those who need guidelines to choose a quality research topic for M.phil and PhD studies. Now, choosing an appropriate topic is a very difficult task. I can understand it's a difficult task. It's a very you can say it's a startup, because it's just a beginning. It's a startup of all that what you will be after getting your degree. That is what you have selected in the beginning will definitely will come up in the end as a fruit. So it's very important to select a proper topic for your thesis, right? Whether it's M.phil, whether it's PhD, that depends on the. So sometimes you do select a number of series of topics, right? You look for on different websites, but then find them already on the, reported or being already on some website, right? Then you feel a bit down, right? You are totally down that, oh my God, I did a lot of hard work in selecting the title, and now it's on the web, right? It's directly it's showing on the web, right? So and then you feel a bit down, and then you put a lot of effort and end up with nothing, right? So I would help you out by explaining you in stepwise manner and would enable you to believe that selected topic was a smart choice for you, right? That you selected something real smart, right? So there are a few steps which I want you to understand. So this number one, according to my knowledge, according to my experience, the number one step is the area of your interest, right? In which particular area you are interested in, right? As this matters the most, right? This matters, and this is the most important thing, right? And what help you could be offered from the university you are planning to do your M.phil or PhD from, right? What that university is offering you at that time. Is the university in this position to offer you all the facilities you are looking for that in that particular topic, right? Are you going to get all those facilities? Is this a proper help you will be going to get from the university? Does the university offer you something, right? So this is I was just telling you that you should find out that whether the topic you are looking for is of your interest or not. You should have some idea about the basic research concepts, right? The basic research concepts like research title, research problem, right? And for example, literature review, and then of course I was telling you about the area of your interest. The step number one is that the specific area you are interested in, and whether that's the area you have chosen for yourself. Does the university offer you all the facilities, right? Will you be able to, because it's a long journey of research. Research is a long journey. It's not a short program, right? It's not a 6 months program. It's not a 3 months program. It takes time, right? So this journey, this research journey, is supposed to be very comfortable for you as a student and for the supervisor also, who is going to guide you everything, right? So you should have some basic, as I just mentioned earlier, basic research concepts like research title, research problems, right? What is your research title? That comes first, and then comes, of course, your research, that is your research problem, right? And then of course the literature review, where you have to check it out on the different websites, that what type of a work has been there and relevant to your title, what type of work is there, and whether if your work is innovative or not, your title is innovative or not. Then of course comes the experimental section, right, in which you are going to see that what type of instruments are supposed to be there relevant to your title. Again, are you going to get all these instruments available around you, right? So you have to look for the instrumental part also. That is also very, very important. And the students at your age, they don't understand because they don't encounter such problems. So they need to find out that whether such the instruments that are mentioned, that are supposed to be there in the synopsis, are supposed to be around somewhere in the university, in some university, in your university where you are studying this course or this project or this research. They are supposed to provide you, or around or nearby somewhere, right? So you should have the idea of that. Then of course the different methodologies, right? It's also the basic thing, the very important thing, that is the methodologies, right? Its impacts. Then the most important thing, its impact on society, right? What a common man could is a common man going to be benefited from your this title, this research journey, this research work, this whole this long journey of research? Is it going to affect, is it going to benefit a common man, right, who is just walking on the street, on somewhere? Is it going to benefit him, or what percentage of benefits could he be getting from your research journey, right? Keep this thing in your mind. This is very important. This is the most important part. So keep this thing in your mind, the impact on the society, right? It's the benefit you are going to provide it to the society after passing through this long journey of research, right? So this is also important. So students mostly come up with this question. Sometimes I feel funny. It sounds funny to suggest them a topic. How can I suggest them a topic? I can guide them that yes, these are the topics. Go for them, look for them on the different websites, and then but it's I just feel like suggesting them. Will you going to ask me about the girl or guy you are going to marry in future? All right. So this is something. Are you going to ask me about your life partner also? That is this life partner appropriate for me? It's similar to that. It refers to the same as selecting your research article. Everyone has its own likes and dislikes, right? You have your own dislikes. I have my own likes and dislikes, right? So how could I, as a supervisor, as a teacher who spent years and years as a supervisor, or can say a well-experienced teacher, can guide you about all that? I can guide you to some extent, but not to that level that I can tell you everything. I'm not a palmist, right? I'm not a fortune teller, right? So you have to go through it. You have to look for the appropriate topic, right? And how you're going to do that? Of course, through the literature survey, through literature review. You can select all these things. Selecting a smart research article is a challenge, and you have to accept it, and you have to make it a success, right? This is what I believe in, that you're supposed to select a smart article, right? And then you have to make it a success, because once you have selected, you be a successful candidate for the future, right? So to conclude this point, select a topic of your own choice. So to conclude, that step that is about your interest, area of your interest, select a topic of your interest, right? The topic you are attracted to the most, and make sure that you have a command on basics of the research concepts, right? The concepts I just mentioned, you should have a proper command on all those, aspects which I just discussed. So you have to select a topic of your own interest, and to the topic you are attracted to the most, right? For that you need to focus on few points. That is, the number one is the novelty of your work. That is how original, how novel your title is, right? The whole, the synopsis, the whole of your pages of your thesis you are supposed to complete, it depends on your title, right? Selecting a proper synopsis, selecting a proper title, right? And then you have to look for the restrictions. That is the topic restriction, the whether the topic is appropriate for and the university is accepting it. It is not as one of those restricted topics. And then of course the experimental section, the methodological sections, and of course the ethics, they are also there. Every university hold the ethics, right? So you have to obey, you have to stay within those ethics, right? You have to obey. So after getting to know your research interest, you will now jump to the next step. That is on innovation, or you can say novelty, newness, or distinctiveness of your selected research article. For that you need to go on different websites to figure out the originality of the selected topic. You have to go to different websites to select the topic you have selected, whether being there, it is not supposed to be on any website, right? You shouldn't be finding your topic there, right? That is the successful part. So for the to check for the originality, you have to check it on different websites, on different there are a lot of websites. Google it, or you can find it on different websites, that whether your work is not or the topic you have selected is not reported, right? Whether a little or a small portion of your title has never been done by anyone else, right? Because a title has many sections. It is divided into a number of sections, and they are mostly they are generalized, right? They are not specific, so that they can, if you fail to do it in future, in some part of, you will not be able to do it, so you can add or subtract some other part. So mostly it is generalized, so it's not specific. So you have to check, you have to put a check on all those sections, that is, for example, if you are doing a synthesis, if your work is, you have selected something like synthesizing some compound. So if you are synthesizing a compound, right, some nanoparticle, or some ship based polymer, or a ship based resin, what you are going to look for, that whether this compound is not being synthesized by this similar method by someone else. So you are going to type it, and you are going to find it. You are going to type, and you are going to search for that compound, that whether what type of a work is there on that particular compound on the webs, right? And if that part is there, if you find that part over there, you have to exit that portion, and you have to focus on some other aspects of that part, or you have to find a different, if that method is there, you can adopt another method to synthesize the compound, right, by using different methodologies, right? So this is also one of the very important things you must focus on. So the compounds to be synthesized, as I just mentioned, are supposed to be thoroughly checked for being never ever being reported in the manner you are going to synthesize them, right? Do a very strict check on them. Then do the same or repeat the same thorough check for the other parts of the selected title. Do the same, thorough check, a very strict check on the remaining parts of your selected title, right? So do that. So for example, if you are doing phytochemical studies, right, of some plant, look for all that aspects of novelty and originality and so on for that particular plant, right? Get it approved first, that whether what type of work has been done on that. Does the phytochemical studies were done on that plant before or reported? It shouldn't be on the web, right? Any part. Okay, now one more thing that comes to my mind just now. Be careful, the topic you have selected does not come under the category of restricted ones, right? Keep that thing in your mind. Does your university allows it? Keep this thing in your mind. Very important top point again. Does your university allows it? Does they will provide you the basic or the advanced facilities to get through this long journey of research? Are they going to help you out in that, right? And then of course the ethics. Does the university hold some ethical obligations regarding your selected topic, right? Find out, look for this, find out this also. So the basic idea behind all this is that you should know what sort of help you will be provided by the university, right? That all includes, I mean, the finances. Who will finance you? I mean, you are the financer, or who is, or the university, right? So you should have that idea that who is going to finance all these things. I mean, you are going to work on a project, so you need the glassware. If you are a chemist, you need a glassware, you need a proper glassware, and you need, I mean, the glassware that is supposed to be for the research work, right? And you need the all the relevant chemicals related to your topic, right? There are so many things that you'll be needing. So is there going to be any sort of a support provided to you? You are supposed to clear that point also. So what sort of, again, I can explain what sort of help you will be provided by the university, and that all includes all the finances. Now make sure of all these important aspects, otherwise you'll simply be landing to nowhere, where only, you know, you'll be left with the I mean, the sorrowness, and you will feel extremely down at that point, that you did all the hard work and you have selected the topic, after months and months you've come up with, I mean, no result. That was all the wastage of time, right? Because nobody is going to finance it. So how you are going to finance it? So please make sure about the finances also. And when you are selecting this topic, you have to look for the finances. So now, when you finalize your title, you are now satisfied with your title. You are now satisfied with your, I mean, you have decided that this is your title, this is your work. Now you are going, the next step you will look for, that is that you are now, your focus should be on your research topic, and you will be, I mean, concentrating more, focusing more on mainly on how the other students have done this, the same, not the same, of course it's not going to be the same, but the work that is relevant to your field, how they did it. Now this is the comparison time. You are going to compare your work, the work you are supposed to finish with the students, those who have been awarded the degrees earlier, right? So you have to look for this thesis, get a copy of thesis from them or some place, and just compare and see that your title is relevant to their title. So you can compare your work and your synopsis with the and what that you can, of course you cannot read the whole thesis. You can get 2 theses, that is more than enough, or the research articles relevant to your title, and just go through the title. First of all, the title conveys everything, almost 90% of the things you are going to get from the title. Then you can look for the abstract. The abstract conveys you a lot of things, that what type and what steps are being done, and how and what methodology was adopted in that particular area of research, right? So that also explains you everything, and you will be able to put all that knowledge for yourself. You will, that will be saved in your mind, and you will feel a bit comfortable and more confident that yes, you are on the right direction, you are working on the right direction. So you will be focusing on, or you will be comparing your thesis or your title or your abstract with the students of other students, right, relevant to your field. This will help you out in many ways. So in that manner, when you're comparing your research topic and your synopsis with others, those who have been awarded the degrees, you will get the ideas, you will get many ideas, and you will get the ideas to whether to add up or to subtract the parts you needed, or to skip, right? You would have that choice then, that whether you can add up some points or you can skip the points. Look for the objectives, right? Then after that part, that is the comparison part. Now you will be looking for the objectives, right? What were the objectives of your synopsis? That will help you out also in getting to know your direction of your research. So look for the objectives they achieved successfully. Compare it also with your work, your research work. Will you be able to do it successfully too, right? You just compare it with them, right? So go for the areas not touched or explored before. Again, I'm repeating, go for the areas not touched and or explored before. These are actually the areas you are supposed to work on, that are not being explored, that are not being studied before, that are not on the hit list, right? That are not being quoted, that are not being reported, right? So these are the areas you are supposed to look for. Okay, then of course, finally, you need to justify whether, now the justification comes. You have to justify whether the work was really hitting the target you are looking for. Does it hits the target you initially, you were looking for? Does it does it satisfy? Whether the work was really hitting the target you're looking for, or is this a selected topic you are really helpful? Was the topic really helpful? Or in what sense it could be helpful? Was it beneficial for a common man or for the society? What benefits they'll get from this study? What type of a benefits a common man, as I just mentioned earlier, what benefits a common man can get from this research article, from your research journey, from your research study? What benefit you are providing to them. So look for that part also, as this is the very important aspect. Everyone is going to ask you, your supervisors, the examiners in the seminars, and when you are going to deliver different seminars, they are going to ask you about the importance, a common man, importance on society, its importance on, they have given us it a title like socioeconomic benefits. And what type of a social or economic benefits it can provide it, right? It just to the society, to the people, to the common man. If a man is going on the street, right, what benefit how he's going to be benefited from your long research journey, in which you have invested so much amount of money, your time, your energy, and your health, your wealth, everything you have sacrificed. So what a common man is going to get from it? So this is a very important time. Focus on that point again and again. When I was a student, when I was doing it, nobody told me that. Nobody conveyed me this idea that how your work is going to affect a common man, or will be useful for a common man. So I want to remove all those deficiencies from you people. I don't want the others to suffer the way I have suffered in my research journey, right? So go through the literature search, right, to look for the relevant matching work and the areas not explored before, as I just mentioned. And these are actually the areas best for you. These are the actually areas that are best for you, that are not being explored before, and come up with the new innovative ideas, right? You will definitely be having a new innovative ideas, and that would be appreciated. That would be that would be counted as your work, as it will prove the novelty of your work, right? And that will make you come up with amazing results, right? And that would make you stand out among others, and that would make you someone recognizable, right? And someone whom no one knew before, right? Few years ago. Definitely you're going to pass number of years. It's not a piece of cake. Research is not a piece of cake. So designing a proper synopsis definitely will help you out, though it will take time. Please take your time when you are designing the synopsis. Take your time. You can have a monthly one. You can spend a monthly one on searching, on looking for all its aspects, right? All its sides, which I just mentioned. Go through them. Take your time. Do not hurry. Do not say that, oh my god, I'm taking so much time in just writing this damn synopsis. It's not like that. The whole thing, everything depends on your synopsis. It will make you stand out among the others someday, and you will recognize these words which Your research work will make you stand out among others, right? And that will make you someone recognizable and someone whom no one never knew before, but now everyone knows you because of your work, because of your contributions, because of your all this research journey. And after completing the research journey, you will be known and referred by your work, by your contribution towards the society. And to sum up, now I would like to sum up my lecture. I would like to conclude my lecture through via telling you again the steps I just explained earlier, so that will help you out in getting the knowledge that what we have discussed in today's discussion. What was discussed? Of course, I have discussed simply the area of your interest. That is the most important thing. I have explained you that you are supposed to look for the things you are interested in, because in that way, if you are not happy with your your topic, you will not feel that much energy because you have to be consistent when you are doing. You have to be happy with what you have selected. So this all is a part of that selection of a topic, right? Number 2 is innovation and novelty of the selected topic. That is, your topic is innovative. It's, of course, it is novel, and the topic does not come under the category of the restricted ones, right? And of course, then the comparison with the relevant research articles, it's the must. That is the literature review, okay? And then finally, you will justify your selected topic. You will be now you will be having that part that you will justify. You need to justify that why you have selected this topic. What was the reason of selecting this topic? Where can you justify it in that manner? So my dear viewers, this selection of your selected topic and your synopsis, or designing your synopsis, is the most difficult task. It's most important task also. And as I have experienced when I was preparing my M.phil synopsis, I had a very little knowledge how to design the synopsis, and I took my help. I took all the help from my supervisor, Professor Dr. Mohammad Yarkhawer. He is the man. He's an angel. I don't call him a man. I call him an angel on earth. So whatever today I am is just because of his God and because of all his help, of my supervisor's help. And of course, the credit goes to my husband also, Dr. Akhtar Hussain. He has also been there with me throughout this research journey, because he was a great scientist. He's not well nowadays, but he was someone everyone knew. So I learned a lot from my husband also. He had a great instrumental knowledge regarding NMR, regarding XRD. He was the man behind this XRD instrument in the University of Sindh. He actually worked on XRD in the physics in Switzerland in CERN lab. So he, when he joined university after completing his PhD, he gave the university this idea to bring this instrument to the university. Today, no one knows and no one acknowledges this thing, but I am telling you on the spot that it is my husband who brought this XRD to the University of Sindh, Jamshoro. So this is something I'm telling you, that you have to work. The way you are working on your synopsis will affect all the research period you will complete within the period of 3 years or 2 years. You will take in completing M.phil. Mostly you'll have 2 years. You have to finish it up. 2.5 years you'll be able to finish up. And in PhD you have maximum 4 years or 4.5 years, not more than that, and you will be able to finish your. So the synopsis part is the most important part, and you have to design it with full concentration, with the, of course, with the finding out that whether it's not reported. You have to look for each and every part of that, and whether how much benefit you can provide it to the society, to a common man, right? This is a very important part. I hope you like today's video interesting. You will get knowledge from it. You will be, this will help you out in designing your synopsis in the best way. I wish you all the good luck, all my students, all the viewers. I wish you a very good luck who are on this path, who are on this journey. Thank you very much.